welcome to our first episode of Jewelry MythBusters. This is a segment where we're going to talk about common jewelry terminology, materials, styles, designs, anything where I feel like there might be a little bit of confusion that I can shed a light on from an actual jeweler's perspective. If you haven't been on my channel before, I'm Vermeil. I have a jewelry store in Austin, one in Dallas, another one in Houston, and I've been a jeweler for over 15 years. So I'm bringing you my industry knowledge, my expertise, and also some knowledge from my customers sometimes. Today we are going to be myth busting what is Vermeil. Vermeil is a term that some of you guys may have heard within jewelry stores. It traditionally looks like a gold color, and a lot of people think that it is a totally different metal. That Vermeil is something that is not silver, not gold, not platinum, but something completely different. That is a myth. Myth busting that myth today. Vermeil is actually just a fancy word for gold plating. It is technically gold plating over sterling silver. In the industry, people can gold plate really over any material, right? Like a lot of my stuff here in the store is gold plated over brass or bronze. Some of it is gold plated over silver. I don't know why anyone would gold plate over gold, but they could. And gold plating is a very, very common industry practice. It's a way of creating like larger scale jewelry pieces for a fraction of the cost. It's a way of making jewelry a little bit more affordable, but still durable, giving it a bright shine, things like that. And Vermeil is a term that was basically created, in my opinion, by the jewelry industry to make a material seem a little bit more fancy than it actually is. So at its core, Vermeil is just a sterling silver base that has been plated with gold on top of it. There is no standard on how thick that gold plating needs to be. And traditionally, when you get Vermeil jewelry, it is usually imported from overseas. It's really common in Asia to gold plate over silver instead of brass. I think brass and bronze is a lot more common here in the United States. And that's not throwing any shade to either area. In my opinion, gold plating all has to do with the thickness and the quality of the plating. And there are great platers here in the US and overseas. So it's all about knowing your manufacturer, knowing how thick they're putting the plating on, knowing how much they are investing in the quality of the gold, the quality of the base. That's really gonna tell you the quality of the jewelry. So Vermeil isn't necessarily better than regular gold plated brass or vice versa. They're both equal when done well. I think one of the most fascinating things about the jewelry industry is how sometimes manufacturers or industry insiders will come up with a term just out of nowhere to kind of push a product. And that's what I think is the case with Vermeil, personally. Hot take. I definitely think it's one of those things like coming up with birthstones that the jewelry industry just said, hey, this is a way that we can make this material sound a little fancier or sell more jewelry or sell more products by utilizing this term or giving it this reasoning. So that is my myth bust on Vermeil. It's just gold plating at the end of the day. Please let me know if you have any other comments or questions. Leave them below. I'm happy to answer. Of course, this is just one jeweler's opinion, so be nice. Every time I talk about like plating, people get in their panties in a bundle. They're like, oh, plating's horrible. No, plating is good when done well. That's that. Let me know if you like this series or if there's a myth you want me to bust or a question that you have about jewelry, materials, design, process, anything, and I'd be happy to try to answer it with my very humble opinion. Thanks, guys.